The Phoenix Suns are about to play the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA Finals. And I want to share my prediction. I guess, first of all, I believe the Phoenix Suns are going to win. I predict the Suns are going to win the series 5 or 6 games. Now, I also want them to win, and they're two different things. Believing something will happen is not the same, and it's different from hoping that it happens. I hope Phoenix wins. I also believe they're going to win. Look, I think that Phoenix is just a more complete team than Milwaukee. A very basic analysis and really rudimentary would be to say, like, well, the Bucks don't have their best player, Giannis, and he's hurt. Nobody knows whether he's going to play in the NBA Finals or not. He's doubtful for Game 1. But I want to be clear, the Bucks are a lot more than just Giannis. They have Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. Go watch Game 5 against Atlanta. Brook Lopez had 33 points. Like, they can score and win without Giannis. And I would actually pick the Phoenix Suns to beat the Milwaukee Bucks, whether Giannis plays or not. Even if Giannis was healthy and playing, I'd still pick Phoenix here. Yes, Giannis is unguardable from the paint. The way he can attack the rim, it's ridiculous. Like, you watch Giannis at times and you go, that's just unstoppable. He had a dunk where he, 2 steps, had the ball in one hand, just stepped up over everybody. And you're like, that's unbelievable. Against Atlanta, he did that. But we also saw in the Bucks and Hawks series in the Eastern Conference Finals that both with and without Giannis, the Bucks can be really, really frustrating to watch at times. They often get in their own way. They take bad shots. They have bad possessions. They're moody. It's pretty weird. There are times where they come out really flat with low energy and don't play well to start a game. And then actually Giannis comes out sometimes and takes really bad shots. He just airballs 3-pointers and you're like, why are you shooting that? It's very weird how it's bizarre. The Bucks can so easily dominate inside, but it's sometimes they just choose not to. It's very weird. It's like, Giannis, why are you ever taking a 3-pointer? Go to the rim. No one can guard you at the rim. And so maybe Milwaukee figures that out, and then, that gives them a chance to win the series, but they get too cute too often. And in contrast, the Phoenix Suns are a well-oiled machine. They play really well together. They play great team defense. They help. They communicate. The Suns' top scorer, Devin Booker, is for lack of a better term, he's a cold killer. It's pretty fun to watch a guy who can put his foot down and end a game whenever he wants to. He can get any shot he wants to. And so, Phoenix has 2 things that Milwaukee just doesn't have. Number one, they have Devin Booker, a guy who can finish a game, can create any shot, a guy in a clutch situation with the final shot. Giannis is interesting, but Giannis is hurt. Devin Booker can make that shot, will take that shot, and has got no problem doing that. He's got the it factor it requires to finish a game. Chris Middleton, the Bucks, top scorer with Giannis out, is streaky and weird, and he has whole games where he'll be awful. And then he also has moments in the third quarter, game 5 or 6 against Atlanta, he had a 16-0 run to start the third quarter. And okay, so Chris Middleton is streaky and really good, but I trust Devin Booker more when it matters most. The second thing Phoenix has that Milwaukee doesn't have is that the Suns are a smarter basketball team. They don't get in their own way. Chris Paul is a great leader. He sets the tone. They've got 2 guys who can handle the ball late in the game, Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeAndre Ayton is a force inside. So I believe the Phoenix Suns are going to win in 5 or 6 games. I don't think they sweep Milwaukee. But whether Giannis plays or not, I'm picking Phoenix to win this series. Now, I also want to be clear. I believe Phoenix is going to win. I'm also rooting for Phoenix. I want them to win an NBA title. It's a really cool story. This is a franchise that has never won an NBA title. It's it's so cool. No LeBron, no Steph Curry, no big 3. Actually, I got to be honest, and I would prefer to see the Phoenix Suns win this series, but I'm pretty open. With Milwaukee wins, I'm still happy. It's been years and years and years since they won a title. Either storyline here is a good story. Either team is awesome. And while I love Devin Booker, he's a great player. The reason I'm rooting for Phoenix, the reason I want to see Phoenix win an NBA title is because I want to see Chris Paul get a ring. I want to see Chris Paul become an NBA champion. The dude is in year 16. It's been a long journey for him. I think in Houston, he had a good opportunity where he thought he was going to have a chance to win a title. It never came to fruition there. And it's crazy. Go look back at videos throughout Chris Paul's career. He's been talking about winning an NBA title since the beginning. Every year, he's like, this is my goal. I want to win an NBA title. He's been on 5 different teams. He's had 7 different coaches, including Monty Williams. He's the current Phoenix Suns head coach. They worked together before, and they didn't work as well together. Monty Williams grew up and learned and said, hey, I got to let Chris Paul be Chris Paul and trust him. He's a great leader. I got to get out of the way and let the guy lead and be the dominating force on our basketball team. And so finally in year 16 for Chris Paul, it's all coming together. And I'm like, oh, yes, yes, yes. I so badly want to see Chris Paul win. And I don't think the value Chris Paul has brought to the Phoenix Suns can even be properly measured. For years, I've always believed Chris Paul is massively undervalued. But I see so many parallels between Chris Paul going to Phoenix and Tom Brady going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year. Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers, a young team, really talented. They weren't a playoff team the year before, and they became a Super Bowl team that won the whole thing the next year. And this veteran player came in, was a great leader, this force that brought the team together, contributed meaningful play when they needed, and helped them get over the top and win a title. That is Chris Paul to a T. The parallel between Chris Paul and Tom Brady right now is unbelievable. And it's a cool story. I really think that what's happening with Chris Paul, the impact he's had, the way he's brought this team together, I love it. It makes me really excited. Phoenix did. This whole story does go back to the NBA bubble last year when the Phoenix Suns went 8-0. They got a rhythm. They're like, oh, hey, maybe we can do this. And then they add Chris Paul. That puts them over the top. It's really cool to see. And I so badly want to see Chris Paul win an NBA title. Now, again, I also got to say, it's really nice to have an NBA Finals with no LeBron, no Warriors, no Steph Curry. I mean, it's been years and years since at least one of those guys weren't involved in the NBA Finals. The Bucks-Suns, it's the matchup I wanted. Like, it's exactly what I said a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I really want Bucks and Suns in the NBA Finals. The problem is, I did want Giannis to be healthy. And I don't know. It's disappointing. I fear the series could fall a bit flat if Giannis' injury has a really big impact on the series and removes Milwaukee from being as competitive as they could be. Like, I was frustrated watching the Clippers-Suns series. I'm like, I want Kawhi to play. The series went to 6 games. It probably goes to 7 games with Kawhi Leonard playing. So I'm rooting for the Suns. I also think they're going to win. But again, if the Bucks win, I'm not crestfallen. I'm not disappointed. The Milwaukee Bucks are a good story too. But I really want to see Chris Paul get a ring and win an NBA title. That'd be so, so cool.